Safe. I just got robbed. I just got robbed. Did you know the two dudes? Why? Because they were black? Hi, welcome back to another video. This is Ranisha Dominique. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. This video is going to be a chit chat, get ready with me. I'm going to tell you guys how I got robbed. So if you want to hear this story, stay tuned. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So let's just jump right into this video. I already did my eyebrows and I've already carved them out. I'm putting on my new Sephora matte primer. And basically this was my first job ever, you guys. I worked at Pearson Pagoda in the West Shore Mall. I love that job so much. It was so easy, just walked in, you had your own key to the register and your own key to the jewelry box and the safes and all that good stuff. Now, I was kind of new working at this job. I worked there for about 3 months at the time. And every time I counted the register, it was off. Like the numbers never added up. So one day they were training me and they were letting me know, like, be safe at night. If you work here by yourself at night, you just want to keep an eye out and things like that. And I'm like, oh yeah, of course, you know, that's what I do. The foundation I'm using is the Maybelline Fit Me Poreless in the color 330. It's the matte one. And so when they left me working by myself, one day these two guys walked up and they were like, let me have the, now it's normal for anybody to walk up and be like, let me see this, let me see the necklace, let me see the ring. Oh, do you have a ring that matched the bracelet? And do you have a bracelet that matched the ring? Or whatever. So when the guys walked up, they were like, do you have, no, what did they say? Oh, what's the most expensive bracelet that you have? What's the most expensive necklace that you have? And so when I pulled it out and showed them to them, they were like, oh, this is nice, this is nice. And so the rule is you put the bracelet or the necklace on this little plate layout type sheet thing so they can actually look at the necklace or the bracelet or the jewelry or whatever. So I laid it out on the little layout palette sheet thing. And he was looking at it. He was like, oh, this is really, really nice. This is awesome. Oh, I really like this. Now, mind you, the two dudes that was looking at the jewelry, both of them had on hoodies, okay? One hoodie was black, and the other hoodie was like a dark maroon reddish color. And I never really thought twice about it because I'm just like, okay, everybody wear hoodies, whatever. As soon as I pulled out the jewelry, he was like, oh, this is nice. I put the chain on him, everything. He was like, oh, this is nice. He was like, is this the most expensive necklace you have? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, do you have it in a longer length? And I'm like, no. So he was like, oh, okay. So he looking in the mirror. He looked at it. He had it on for about a good 2 minutes. And that's a long time to be trying on jewelry. Like, he just looked at every angle. He took pictures in it. Like, he was just sitting there chilling. And I'm like, okay. And so he was like, do you have a matching bracelet to go with it? And I was like, yeah. Now the rule is you give them one piece of jewelry, you let them look at it, and then you take the other piece of jewelry they were looking at, you put it back in the case, and then you give them another piece of jewelry. So me, being the newbie, I was like, oh yeah, I have another a matching necklace, a matching bracelet that goes with it. Pulls out the matching bracelet. He put it on. He's looking at it. He's like, oh, this is nice. This is really nice. And so he took it off. Like he was going to hand it back to me. And then he took off running. Full speed in the West Shore Mall. Now, this is not like a hood mall or a ghetto mall. This is like a uppity, top-notch mall in like the uppity areas. Like everybody like with money shop there. So it was a lot of upper-class people there at the mall. And he literally like robbed in the middle of the mall, like in broad daylight. So my actual kiosk was next to the customer service stand. So I'm yelling to the customer service lady, he got the stuff, he got the stuff. Somebody go get him, he got the stuff. And she looked at me, she was like, what? I was like, he took the jury, he took off with the jury. And she was like, oh my God. And so she called security. Security don't get to me until like 10 minutes after the dude already took off with the jury. So I'm like, okay, what's the point of security even coming if the dude already, he's gone? Like, security's not even trying to find the dude. He's like, oh, what did he have on? The dude long gone. He's home. He probably already sold the necklace at this point. And so he was like, oh, what did he have on? Where did he go running off to? I was like, that way, a long time ago. Oh, okay. We're going to put in a report. We're going to make sure we put this underneath the file. We'll let the supervisor know. I'm going to stay here while you close off and count the money. And I was like, okay. So meanwhile, he told me he was going to stand there and wait until I counted the money. He did not. He took off. As soon as he took the report, he went on about his day. And I'm looking like, what? How are you supposed to stand there and guard me? I feel so unsafe. I just got robbed. And you got to leave me here? So I called my parents. And my mom and my dad was like, what? What happened? And I told them the whole story. And they were like, oh my God, we're on our way. So my mom and my dad came. They waited for me to like count the money up. It was always short. I don't know what management was there doing in the first place. I think they already had something sketchy going on. And so they counted the money. I counted the money. It was short. I put it up in the safe, all that good stuff. My dad waited, my mom, they were out there. And then the next day, I'm off. My job keep calling me. And I'm like, okay. Like, so they keep calling me, asking me bits and pieces. What happened? I was like, you guys didn't get the report? Like, security took a whole report. They should have everything written down and filed. Like, everything should be already documented. Like, I told them exactly what happened. They were like, oh, do you know why you gave them 2 pieces at a time? Like, never asked me was I'm okay. Never asked me like, do I feel safe coming back? Never asked me anything like that. Just like, oh, why did you give them 2 pieces at a time? We looked at the camera. It was a gentleman here when we were closing. What was he doing here? I was like, that was my dad. He came because security said they were coming and I didn't feel safe closing by myself. Oh, well, did you know the 2 dudes? Why? Because they were black? No, I did not know the 2 dudes. Like, what? What is going on? And so then she goes, okay, let me give you a call back. So I'm sitting in the car with my mom. Mind you, I was like 17, 18. It was my very first job. So me and my mom, we're riding around shopping. Like, it was a Friday, I think. And as we're riding around shopping, I'm like, why do they keep calling me, asking me all these questions? Like, security took all of this information down. Like, they shouldn't be asking me the same questions over and over and over and over. Like, what is going on? So she was like, unfortunately, we will have to let you go because nothing really seems to make sense. And we have product that's missing. We let go the whole staff, all managers, and what did they say? All managers and all employees because nothing seemed to really make sense. They shouldn't have left you working by yourself, and you should have never been working alone. And I'm looking at my mom like, what? My mom was like, oh, we got a lawsuit because they left you there by yourself. You got robbed, and now they want to fire you. I was just like, I don't really care at this point. Like, just let it go. Like, whatever. Like, I'll get another job. Like, I was just so mad. But she was right. Now that I look back at it, I'm like, oh, I should have sued. Because they fired me for something I didn't have no control. I could have got hurt. When the people stole the jewelry, I could have been, like I was yelling, he got the stuff, he got the stuff. They could have turned around and shot me. Or anything. They could have brought me at gunpoint. Thank God they didn't, but I'm just like, oh my God. Like, really? Y'all gonna fire me over something I had no control over? So, yeah. So, long story short, that is the time I got robbed and working in the mall for my very first job ever. So, that was crazy. So, right after that, I ended up applying at Victoria's Secret, and I was there for about 2 years. The Victoria's Secret right around the corner from the job that I had in the mall, from Pearson Pagoda. And I ended up working there for about 2 years. Love that job. But yeah, just be aware of your surroundings, and everybody, don't have good intentions, which I was young and not very naive, so I wasn't really going by that rule. I was just being young, not really paying attention. But now, what? You can't even ask. If I worked in the jewelry store again, you would be able to ask me for 2 pieces, 1 piece is most expensive, none of that. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. Let me see the money first. No, just kidding. But yeah, so let me know how you guys like this story time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to finish getting ready. Take out my rollers. Ooh, they came out so cute. Ooh, it's so tight and pretty. But if I see those guys, like, to this day, I wouldn't be able to recognize them. And they didn't have a mask on or anything. So, that's the weirdest part. Like, I treat everybody the same, so I wouldn't be able to recognize them to this day. So it's just insane that how people will take advantage of the fact that you are the same ethnicity that they are, and it's just crazy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm about to enjoy my Thanksgiving evening with my family, and I'm gonna get back on here and show you guys the finished look so you guys can see. Video. Hey, Janelle. Hey, brother.